Oh my God, guys. I just won $10 million at the lottery. Oh my God. And I'm going to give each one of my subscribers $10,000 as a thank you. Are you excited? Go ahead and give me your bank info, and then I'll send you your money. Just kidding. But I do have a hypothetical question from one of my loyal subscribers who I will keep anonymous, who asked me a ton of questions. And he basically said, hey, strong man, I got an easy one for you. If you won the lottery tomorrow, where would you put your money? I'm saying this to you as a smart person. I'm a genius, that's right, who has a plan to grow the money, or maybe you're saying you're smart, to grow the money as a nest egg and not be a dumb A like the majority of lottery winners out there. If you won $10 million, would you put half of it in your Vanguard portfolio? I'd like to hear your opinion. Well, let me tell you what, buddy-o. Here's what I would do with $10,000. Now, when you get a big chunk of money, let's say you win the lottery or you get some kind of inheritance, the first thing you need to freaking do is to not do anything with it, because you're going to get this rush of emotion and you're going to be happy and ecstatic and you think your life's going to be set forever and ever. And then a lot of people just can't contain themselves. They start giving out money to everybody and they just do stupid crap with it. And what happens to a lot of people is they spend all the freaking money because they don't know how to preserve wealth, okay? Whereas I, strong man, know how to make money last forever. And it is very simple. You have to use a sustainable withdrawal rate, and you use that rate to make your money last into perpetuity. So here's what I would do. I would say, okay, if I have $10 million, I'm pulling up my calculator right now, and I want to withdraw and live off 4% per year, I would take that 10 million, I would divide it by 300. That is the magic number that tells you how much monthly income you can sustainably withdraw from your portfolio and make it last forever. Because let's say you are invested in like half stocks and half bonds. Well, you might get a 6% return every year, depending. Sometimes markets go up and down. But theoretically, in the long run, you would get a 6% return. So you're still able to preserve your portfolio balance and only take out 4%, but you never actually spend down your principal. So that principal can actually even grow a little bit and it will last you forever. Now, if you start dipping into that principal, that's when you screw yourself. Because once you start spending $1 million here and $1 million there, now you have 8 million, now you have 7 million. And before you know it, it's all freaking gone. So you have to have some kind of self-control and not spend that principal down and do it sustainably. Spend your money sustainably. So if I had $10 million, I divide that by 300. And that gives me $33,300 that I could sustainably spend forever, every single freaking month. And if you multiply that by 12, I can spend $400,000 a year. And that would last me forever, theoretically, if the 4% rule lasted forever. So here's what I would do. $10 million comes in. I got to pay taxes, whatever. But let's say after tax, I have $10 million because the government's going to take a lot of freaking money when you win the lottery. That's what they do. Let's say I have $10 million after I pay all the taxes. Basically, I would sit on it for a couple months. I would breathe. I would calm down. I wouldn't spend a freaking dime. And people come with their hands out. Strong man, can I have some money? Be like, no, I'm not giving you crap. You're not getting anything from me because you didn't send me money when I was down. All right. So after a couple months and everything calmed down and I, fought away all the grabbers of the money, I would then invest that portfolio. I'd probably dollar cost average all 10 million minus 5 years of expenses in cash. So let's say I did want to spend $400,000 a year sustainably. Well, I would put aside 5 years, $2 million, and I would keep it in some kind of cash. I maybe put it in like a CD ladder or in a high yield savings account. So I know I have at least 5 years of cash that's not going to fluctuate, and I can withdraw $400,000 per year every year over those 5 years and live off that. And the rest I would probably put in some kind of diversified stock and bond portfolio. Now, just because it's a large amount of money doesn't mean you change your portfolio. So my portfolio is very simple. Right now, I'm 100% stocks. So I would have How I divide it is I have 75% VT, which is the total world stock market index. I would put 75% of that money in there. That's left over, the 8 million. I would put 15% in VBR. That's my small cap value fund. And then I put the remainder in VNQ. That's my real estate investment trust ETF. So I've invested 8 million, and I would probably dollar cost average that over a year or two, just in case I don't buy in during a market downturn. And I put 2 million off to the side. And then every year I'd pull out $400,000, or I'd set up an auto draft to where I get that $33,000 every month going from my savings account into my checking. Now, when that money comes into my checking account, that's all I have to spend that month. And if I break that, if I violate that, then that's all I get for the month. Sorry, I'm sure you can make $33,000 a month last. And then let's say my investment portfolio is going up and down and up and down, and there's a bad year in the market. Well, I don't have to reach into that portfolio because I have like 5 years of cash. So I could spend down 2 or 3 years of cash, or maybe even cut back spending until the market recovered. And then once the market recovers, let's say the 8 million becomes 9 million. Well, at that point, I can pull out $1 million and move it over to my cash reserves. And then I can withdraw for that as needed. Because you don't want everything in stocks, your entire, lottery winnings in stocks. Because if you do that, then if the market crashes and you need to pull money out, well, you're freaking screwed because the market's down and you're pulling money out. So that's what I would do. I'd probably have about 5 years of cash, and the rest would be in the, basically the total world stock market. And then I would just kind of watch the market. If the market's doing good, anytime in that 5-year span, I would take some out and put that into my cash bucket. And then I'd have that cash bucket giving me monthly income, and that's it. And the freaking money would last forever. And whenever I could, I would try to max my tax advantage accounts. So let's say I kept working. Well, I would max my 401k, and every year I'd max my IRAs, either my traditional or Roth, whatever I qualify for at the time. Because you still want to put as much money as you can into those tax advantage accounts, because over the long run, it's going to pay off way more if you're not paying taxes every year. So that's pretty much what I would do. I would keep my exact same portfolio. I would just have a sustainable cash withdrawal strategy. But the key is you don't want to dip into your principal, because if you do that, you're going to blow all your freaking money, okay? But nothing changes because of the dollar amount. It's the same freaking portfolio. There is no difference. No difference at all. So that's pretty much it. And I probably would keep working just because, you have to have something to do. You need to have some goal to strive for. Because if you don't, you're going to get all depressed and, oh my God, I don't have any purpose in life. And just spending money willy-nilly isn't going to make you happy. You need something that you can strive for and achieve. And just because you got $10 million doesn't mean you just stop. So I would keep working out. I would find hobbies to do. I'd probably do a lot more YouTube. I'd maybe stay at my job. I don't know. Maybe I'd quit. But I'd find something to do, and I'd keep myself occupied. And that's pretty much it. And then I would just live until I died. So let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, post a comment, hit the bell button, send me an email, and I'll answer any of your investing questions. You guys have a wonderful day.